I'm going to pivot a little bit to one of the big questions that is in the industry related to strychnine. You toured the federal minister of agriculture around and showed him evidence of, what gophers and Richardson ground squirrels are doing. Could you please comment on what the potential losses might be in Alberta this season and ongoing if this damage continues unabated and we don't have access to strychnine? Especially the forecast this year is looking at drought-like conditions where gophers go, double their impact.
Definitely. Thank you for the question. We have, and I think it's important to state this first. I know a lot of comments have come from many individuals about why Alberta needs access to strychnine over a lot of other jurisdictions around the world. It's important to understand the unique soil conditions and environment in southern Alberta creates a ideal breeding ground for this pest, Richardson ground squirrel, which is why we need access to the strychnine over many other jurisdictions. From what we've seen since the ban, I would say that the damages have increased tenfold. We are currently actively, as a department, looking at bringing a full economic impact assessment to that this year, understanding the pressure we're seeing from our producers, our ranchers, and farmers in southern Alberta. I would estimate that damages in the past 3 years have increased at minimum tenfold. I would say anywhere increasing from 80 million up to probably over 800 million, but we'll have a more accurate economic impact assessment this year. What I can tell the committee is that it's visibly become a major problem. It is affecting livestock health as we're seeing an increase in injuries to animals, which is impacting the health and wellness of our animals. We've seen it move through our native grasslands, destroying one of our biggest carbon sinks in the province. And as well now, it's moved into crops and fields, impacting far more damage. And I think one of the most concerning issues that we've never seen before in the province is that the population has grown to a level in which we're not just seeing crop and pasture damage, we're actually seeing visible impacts to irrigation lines, buried irrigation lines, buried natural gas lines, fiber optic cables. This is becoming a disaster in Alberta, and that's why we moved in conjunction with Saskatchewan for an emergency use application, which is denied. But I urge the federal government to reconsider that decision, understanding the current situation that this has caused in the province, and that if it continues, and we do see drier conditions through July and August this year, that we will almost move to a state of disaster. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Minister. The Liberal Minister of Agriculture said he would support an application. What were your feelings when it was denied?
Well, definitely the emergency use application is built for conditions like we're seeing in Alberta, and that's why I urge the federal government to reconsider the decision made by PMRA. I'll flat out state this emphatically. All the risks that were proposed to us by PMRA on why we couldn't have access to strychnine were mitigated. We are looking at a education training. We're talking about on-field assessment, restricted use based on the conditions that are seen in field. We mitigated all risks. We would have inspections, and we put requirements in place to make sure that we mitigated all risks related to predators gaining access to strychnine and unintended deaths because of that. We had a very strict protocol put in place. We mitigated all the risk, and we still saw a no. To us in Alberta, that's unacceptable. We're in an emergency situation. Our producers need access, and they need access this year, immediately, right now. Thank you for the question.